Right, let's take you here now. The death toll in the crash on the N2 highway near oPhongolo in the north of KwaZulu-Natal has risen to 21. The crash involved a truck and a bakkie that was transporting children home from school yesterday. Transport Minister Fikile Mbalula has also conveyed his condolences to the families of the N2 collision. SABC News reporter Tumelo Machogo joins us now live for more. Tumelo, it's great to have you on the program. What's happening there on the ground?
Well, good morning, Mkolisi, but you remember that the accident happened yesterday, late in the afternoon. That's when that truck that was traveling from Piet Retief going towards oPhongolo actually overtaked on that burial line and then met with another car. That's when it plunged into that car. It dragged that car to almost 100 meters to this distance. Also, the sign here, the stop sign here is also being affected here. But also, I just want to show you what actually happened here. You would see that these children were coming from school. There are school bags here. There are books. There are shoes that are still left here. So this is the aftermath of what has happened here, Mkolisi, what happened yesterday when these young children, aged between the age of 5 and 12, that's when they were killed in that horrific accident. The truck that was traveling, it was traveling with high speed. Apparently, it dragged the car almost to this distance, Mkolisi. You can see the marks of that truck here on the road, on the side of the road, here on the gravel road. And you can still see the police tapes that are still visible here. The community here, they are reeling in shock this morning after the incident that happened here yesterday. Mkolisi, and the community, they want answers this morning. And also we've seen a protest just hours ago where community members were actually protesting to stop trucks from traveling onto this N2 road to oPhongolo. They want the trucks to go back to the N3. They're saying that the truck drivers that are using this road, they travel with a high speed and sometimes they don't even look where they're going. So they're saying that the truck drivers are not following the rules of the road, and that's why it's causing accidents. They're saying there are accidents almost every week on this road because of the trucks that are traveling on this road. Just traveling here, we've seen a number of trucks, at least 100 trucks on the side of the road that I still have to travel on this road. But they've so far stopped trucks from traveling on this road. They say they don't want trucks to travel on this road. We have seen also the members of SNDF actually trying to calm the situation down because the community is saying that they had enough now with what is happening here with their community, especially after the children, after those 19 children, including 2 adults, were killed in that horrific accident. We understand that the mayor of oPhongolo is currently meeting with the families of the victims, of the bereaved families, and also the community to address them, to see what they can help with those families because they have lost their children. Young children, Kolisi, between 5 to 12 years old. They were coming from school and all their future now is being shattered. And now the community, they're saying that they want justice and they want trucks no more on this road because they are saying that the trucks are the ones that are causing a lot of accidents on this road.
So the sense that we're getting right now is obviously of a community that is basically saying enough is enough with those deaths there on that stretch of the road, Tumelo. And I know that you just mentioned also of members of the SANDF that were there. Can we confirm that they have been deployed there? What's the story with that?
Well, then the SNDF members, actually, they have a base just close by. You remember that oPhongolo is neighboring Mozambique, not Mozambique, rather, Eswatini. So there is a military base here that is close by. So whenever they see an incident in the community, they come by. They were not deployed to come and calm the situation. They just saw the situation and decided to come. They say that they saw a situation where community members was trying to blockade the road so that trucks cannot pass the road, but they were trying to ensure that the communities don't ban anything, they don't cause any destruction of what has already happened, because the community of oPhongolo, they're very angry of what has happened here. They're saying that they have lost children. They're saying that this incident it was bound to happen because of the number of trucks that are traveling on this road with high speed. We understand that also the MEC of here in KwaZulu-Natal has sent his condolences to the family. The Minister of Transport, Fikile Mbalula, has also sent a message of condolences to the families. We understand that the families also are now meeting with the mayor to discuss a way forward for this matter, and also to provide counseling to those communities, because they're going to need it, especially the mothers and the fathers of those who have lost their children on this horrific crash. The community are saying that they want trucks no more on this road, because they don't want to see trucks on this road, because this is what is causing the accident. The debris that I see here, and the little shoe that I see, the little socks that you see here, you can imagine that this child left home in the morning, and in the afternoon was supposed to go home and report back to the family, but he or she, they never got chances to actually get home. They were on their way home, coming from school. And, the little shoes that you see here, you can imagine these are like young children. And that's why the community is so angry. That's why the community here, they are so shocked of what has happened here. But they're saying that this was bound to happen because of the number of trucks that are that are traveling on this road. And it's so sad that the community now, they have to bear the brunt, and they're saying that now the government has to do something. It's either they have to build a bigger road here, or the trucks have to move away.
Nothing as devastating as a parent having to get that call that their child is no longer going to be coming home because they were involved in such a heinous accident, Tumelo. So going forward now, I know you've engaged with some community members. I don't know if you had the opportunity to also perhaps speak to some of the directly affected families. And also, what do the preliminary investigations point out to, if they have begun?
So far, we know that the traffic department and the police are investigating this matter to find out what really happened. But the families, they are still in a meeting right now, so we will be going to them to try and speak to some of the family members, especially those who will be willing to speak, because you would understand this is a very difficult situation, especially for the parents, for those parents who've lost their children. So we will try and go to the community hall where they are being held so far, where the meeting is being held, and try and talk to them, and also try to talk to the mayor about what has happened here and what is the way forward to ensure that there is a safety on this road, because it's about safety of the road. And it raises questions again about the people are following the rules and rules of the road, because in a video that we have seen, the truck seemingly to be overtaking on a double barrier line. So you can imagine that there were negligence that happened there. So we will speak it to the families to just gauge their thoughts about what has happened here. But you can imagine it's a very, very difficult situation here. It's quite somber in this community. Everyone is quiet. But the community, they're still saying that they don't want trucks on this road, and they're saying that this accident should be a lesson to government, saying that they should do something about this road.
Tumelo Machogo, thank you very much indeed for that update there. And of course, we will be touching base with you a bit later on in the program as the story continues to develop.